I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been ready to start streaming for like 3 minutes now, but I just wanted to finish listening to that last song. Hello everybody, my name is here to you, and welcome back to G8RStreams. It's been a little while since we did an Ocarina of Time video. Actually, let me check. How long exactly has it been since we did a Zelda stream? I'm not the best at live streaming. I'm just gonna say that right now. Last stream was... Whoa. Last time we did a Zelda stream was 2 months ago. I'm very sorry, people. But yeah, today's stream we're finally going towards the Ice Cavern in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. And we're also going to be taking care of the bigger on side quest, so that's going to be pretty useful. And also this stream we're also going to be experimenting with a new layout for these videos. Normally when I do these screen layouts, if my game will actually turn on, okay. Normally when I do these streams, I usually just have the top screen displayed, so you can watch it like that. And usually I would switch back and forth between the top screen and bottom screen whenever I want to demonstrate something. This time around, I want to try something a little different. So I'm going to try a new layout where we're displaying 2 screens at the same time. So hopefully this will work. I'm trying to experiment right here because I want to see if this will work for a future Let's Play that I want to do on 3DS. So if anybody's watching right now, please let me know what you think of the screen layout, so I could use this or change it for a future Let's Play. But anyway, without further ado, let's leave the Temple of Time. Ooh, it's so spooky. Dun dun dun. I feel like I say that every time I go through this area. Alright, so we're going to take care of the bigger sword first, because it's going to be very useful for the next dungeon coming up pretty soon. I think people out there who've played the Legend of Zelda should already know what I'm talking about. It's not impossible without the big round sword, it's just a lot easier. Alright, it's nighttime, so I'm going to want to use the sun song, if I have it. Oh, there it is. Okay. YRA, 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 YRA. Alright. And the sun will slowly rise over the horizon. This game has very pretty sunrises, by the way. That's something that the Zelda series always does very well, is the sunrise and sunset always look so beautiful in these games. Alright, so I'm going to want to go into a store to buy something before we do anything else, because I'm going to do a little bit of setting up before we actually get into the nitty-gritty of the side quest. I don't usually use magic beans that often, but it's actually going to be very useful for what's coming up. The thing is, though, I don't actually remember where we can actually buy them. I'm saying actually way too much. Destroy the trades and go to blood. One whole ruby. Now we have 20. That's an even number. Woo! Do you have magic beans? No, you do not. Well, fine, I see how it is. Alright, well, this is awkward. I thought for sure that guy would sell them, but he doesn't. Well, I guess I've done a bit more research before I actually started this video. Well, I think I do know where one guy is. I'll try this place first, and then... No, this is a shitty gallery. Alright, so a little reminder for those of you who may be new to the streams. This is not a 100% playthrough by any means. We're only going to be taking care of a small handful of side quests. This just happens to be one of them. So that's the reason why we're taking care of this one in this episode. I think there's one guy in the desert who can sell the magic beans. If anybody's watching in the comments, please let me know where I can buy them, because I don't want to run around the Hyrule Fields forever. Right. Whip! 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 And since you guys can see the 2 screens now, now you can see on the bottom screen that there are some carrot indicator thingies to tell you how often you can whip your horse. So that's going to be pretty useful. If we can't if there isn't anybody in the desert who will sell magic beans, then I'm gonna try the forest. And if that's not gonna work, then we're just gonna continue on the side quests and do it the hard way. Also, a reminder for people who may not be following my social media, or if you didn't watch the previous stream, tomorrow we're also going to be live streaming the first part of a brand new Pokemon Yellow series. So this is going to be pretty fun. I've never beaten Pokemon Yellow, and I really want to. And I figured that since Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is going to be coming out pretty soon, now would be the perfect time to finish a Pokemon game for once. Now, if we can actually jump the fence, that'd be nice. Whee! Unnecessary epicness! This is Lake Hylia. This is not the desert. This is embarrassing. Well, let's go back. In case you guys can't tell, I'm not nearly as familiar with this one as I am with other Zelda games. That's the reason why we're not doing 100% during this playthrough. Alright, where is the desert? Okay, wait, that's not the one, of course. There we go. Okay. Okay, the desert's up there. Wait, no, it's right here. There's a one left. Why can't I move this map? Ah, that drives me crazy. There's one orange. I think the desert's on the left. Okay, we're gonna head this way. Alright, I didn't properly prepare for the stream. I do apologize for the late start on this stream. I was running into some technical problems when I was trying to get things started. As it is, I had to delay the stream by half an hour because I had a video rendering, and if I try streaming on my video renders, then it doesn't end well at all. So that's something that's pretty interesting. And beyond that, the first time I tried live streaming, I didn't realize I left my stream settings. Okay, my OBS settings, I've changed it from the lowest setting possible during live streams, and then I changed it back to the highest setting possible for when I'm recording Let's Play video things. And the other day I was doing a test recording for a future 3DS Let's Play, so yeah, I forgot to change it back. Okay. I think there should be somebody around here who will sell us magic beans. I hope, maybe. If not, then I greatly apologize for the cringy gameplay. Okay, let's play the song. Rise, my son. I'm stupid. I would apologize, but it's not nice to lie. Okay. There don't seem to be anybody here. Okay, we're gonna try the forest, and if that doesn't work, then I'm out of ideas for the magic bean itself, and I'll probably look it up during the break. Whip. Whip. I do like that you can come into this area. You can come to these places anytime you want. It's just that a lot of the stuff you can't do is a little bit limited because of the items you need for dungeons in the future. Although I am curious now that I'm actually here. I mean, I am curious how far we can go into the Greater Desert. Because obviously we're going to be coming back there a little bit later in the game. But I don't know how much we can do there right now. This is a gate. I probably shouldn't run into that. Okay, we'll try the forest, I really wish I could jump cut over there so it doesn't waste you guys' time, but unfortunately that doesn't exactly work in a streaming format. Also, can you guys tell me how my audio quality sounds? Because last time I tried using OBS, my microphone wasn't picking up. So I really hope you guys can hear me. My OBS settings seem fine, but the same thing happened during the previous 3D World stream. Actually, wait, I have the stream set up on my phone right now, so I'll just go to the streams. Yeah, the microphone sounds okay. Is this the way to the forest? I think so. No, it is not. When you do it this way. Wait. Is that the way to the forest? Alright, we're getting lost. I am very sorry for the cringe. Please don't tell it to me. If you want more of this cringe, then there's not really much you can do because I don't accept donations during these things. Okay, let's go into the forest. I am in the forest walking around, but my friend Gino cannot be found. I was supposed to get the reference, by the way. There's a bit of an order does play, but yeah, awesome place to get the reference. You know, one thing that I gotta say about this game, and I never really understood why this wasn't the case, but I never understood why you couldn't use a Song of Time to immediately turn from a kid to an adult. Because, like, that would have made the most perfect sense ever, but no, you have to go to the Temple of Time to do stuff. Okay, do you have any magic beans? Seeds, arrows, recovery heart, arrows, Deku stick, Deku shield. Do none of you guys really have any magic beans? Okay, what the heck? Where are the magic beans in this place? Can we not get them at this point? Ag! Where are the magic beans in this game? Where are the magic beans? Okay, game, you win. Magic beans don't exist. They're a myth. I've been lied to my entire life. Everybody else's Let's Play of this game is hacked. They hacked magic beans in this game. They don't exist on my profile. They're a myth. Magic beans are a myth. Am I over-exaggerating? Yes. Yes, I am. There you go, Lady Iridio. The cleverest thing you'll ever say, and nobody heard it. Alright. So, for real, now we're gonna start the Bigger on Sword side quest thingamajigger jigginess. I say that all out there, man. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Okay, I'll stop. I don't know why the song's talking music then. Okay, so now we'll be starting the Bigger on Sword side quest. If you play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, this may seem familiar to you because it works pretty much the same exact way. Although, the thing with this is that you don't need to do any part of the Bigger on Sword side quest to really progress the plot. It is possible to beat the Water Temple without the reward you get from the side quest. But the thing is, well, also with Link's Awakening, the side quest is spread across the entire game rather than just one big chunk of it. But right to start the side quest, you're gonna want to talk to this lady. I bred a new type of miniature cuckoo. I call it the pocket cuckoo. I don't get goosebumps from this baby. Cuckoos are really good at getting lazy, light risers out of bed. Haven't you heard of them before? It makes them very happy to crow cuckoo, especially when I wake up with a very heavy sleeper. However, my cuckoo is not entirely happy right now. You look like you're good at handling cuckoos. Here, take this egg. After the cuckoo hatches, bring it back to me for a while, and I'll check out its mood. What do you think? Will you give it a try? You borrowed a pocket egg. It's not a pocket monster. What a ripoff. Alrighty then. She says that we're good at handling cuckoos. I wonder if there's any in town to take care of. Actually, I think they all disappear when you take care of the side quests, and I think we already took care of them already. So, I don't think there are going to be any more cuckoos in town. It's going to be really depressing. Okay, so for this part, there's going to be an instance where we're going to have to wait around for a little while for the next part of the side quest we could do. The thing is, the side quest is also kind of like a big waiting game. Yeah, it's going to be very weird. I would read chat, but I don't think anybody's actually watching right now. This is a very bit weird time to do a stream, I will admit. The reason why I'm doing the stream on what day is it, Wednesday? The reason I'm doing the stream on Wednesday instead of my usual day is because on Saturday, I already have 2 videos planned to be uploaded on that day, and I don't want to bombard you guys with too much content. Because I know it can be a little bit annoying when you're in your subscription box, when you have like 1 million uploads from a single person. So I don't want to bombard anybody with too many videos. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing the stream on Wednesday. Alright, so yay, we have to wait. We are waiting for do stuff. Oh yeah. Alright then. I'm honestly not really sure what to do right now because, oh actually, I wonder, can we use the song to make this speed up? I'm gonna try that real quick as soon as I'm checking on Twitter. Because I got some Twitter notifications from Twitter people. Twitter. IRA. The thing is, I'm a little worried about doing this because of because later parts in the side quest, if you use teleportation, then you'll mess up the side quest and you have to start a portion of it again. So I'm a little worried we're gonna mess this up. Oh, it works. Yay! Look, a cuckoo has some. Hey, you were in Trump. Whatever. I was looking at my OBS setting right now, and the screen's a little bit small, so I didn't have enough time to finish reading it before I rudely went away. One time I actually want Navi to talk for a little bit longer. Alrighty then, so now that we've taken care of that, I'm going to go get the egg over there. Ah! Super amazing and epic and stuff. Oh yeah! Alright, cuckoo lady, what do you want? Please make this cuckoo happy, okay? Okay, looks like she doesn't have anything else for us. Alright, so, next part, we're going to want to use the cuckoo and use it to wake up somebody. I don't exactly remember where it is off the top of my head. Maybe it's in this place. Alright. I do have notes with me for the side quest. But it's just like little reminders of where we're supposed to be going next, but I don't have exact details on me. Nope. Why is it up there? We have to see, okay. A long time ago, there was a man in this very village and an eye. They said he could see the truth. Now, usually, you have to train your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth. But this fella, no, they said he had a very different way of doing things. His house stood where the well is now. Sorry. Alright then, let's go inside this building. Alright then, you somewhere in here. There's a cow in here? And there's a harpies in there. I wonder if we can do that now. Let's try it real quick. Oh no, it's the top switch. How do we get in there? I will figure it out. Ah! Hello. You're bald. Hey, young man, a grown boy like you entering a person's house without permission. I want to talk to your parents. Oh well, this is my house anyway. This is Great Impa's house. The Great Impa has gone to the graveyard to steal the humongous creature there. Since Ganondorf appeared, many monsters have been sighted around here. Only the Great Impa has kept peace in our village. You have to remember that, young man. Oh well. Speaking of the Great Impa, she hasn't come back yet. I wonder what happened to her. I heard that the ghost of the gravekeeper often appears in the graveyard behind this village. But no big deal. Oh no, she's dead! Alright then. Enough silliness. I really want to know how to get that heart piece. I'm probably going to be wasting a lot of time because I know that I've said this was not going to be a 100% playthrough of the game. Oh! Wait a minute. I see where they're going with this. We can't do anything about that right now. Well, actually, I wonder, if we had the cuckoos out, could we have used those to fly around? I wonder. I think there are cuckoos behind this building over here, so we could try that. No, we're gonna save that for later. Okay, going back on track. Is this building we want to go to? Yes, it is. Alright. Wake up, you lazy bum! What in tarnation? Get the first and get a little shut-eye around here! Did you say Marlon? Thanks! I'm going back to the ranch then. Okay. You're not gonna give me anything, buddy? Okay. Maybe we have to talk to the cuckoo lady. Well, I know she probably has a real name in this game, but whenever I see her, I want to call her Anju, because in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, they reused character models for new characters in that game, and the character Anju was a reused model for this character. Please make this cuckoo happy, okay? Oh, your cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare valuable cuckoo if you're interested. Its name is Pikachu. I mean Kojiri. Sorry, I just saw the rare thing. I was thinking Pokemon, but I couldn't think of a rare Pokemon off the top of my head, so I just said Pikachu. Anyway, moving on. And it used to be my brother's cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute. Since my brother is dead, it's strange, but Kojiri has stopped growing. Do you want to keep Kojiri? Kojiro, excuse me. You returned the pocket cuckoo and got Kojiro. In other words, the pocket cuckoo evolved into Kojiro. The Kojiro into the location marked on the upside-down triangle on the map subscreen. Ooh, upside-down triangles. Do we have a time limit for this? I don't think so. Okay, well, the next place we're going to want to go towards, I'm going to want to leave the Kokiri Forest and head down to the Lost Woods. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is another reason why I wanted to have the bomb screen visible during this stream, so that you can see exactly where we're going to be on the map in case you're using this as a walkthrough. I don't know why you'd be using this as a walkthrough of all things, because this is also kind of a blind playthrough for me, because I haven't actually beaten Ocarina of Time yet. But yeah. Another thing about it, you know what, I think I have told the story before. I'm going to save most of it for a little bit later, probably next stream. But I think on the 2 playthroughs I have done of Ocarina of Time 3D, I gotten the Big Iron Sword in the first one, but I never got around to it during the second playthrough. So yeah, well, I guess I could talk a little bit more detail because it's going to take a little bit to actually get to the place we're going to go to next. The place where Epona! Stop living! Thank you! Okay. Stay, pony. Alright. So, what I was trying to say was my first playthrough of this game was on the Wii Virtual Console. And I made it pretty far into the game, but I never got around to beating it because I got stuck on this one particularly tough part, which we'll be talking about later down the line. And another part in the second playthrough was on the Wii U Virtual Console, and I made it to a dungeon we'll be seeing a little bit later in this stream. And when I got to that point, I bought the Nintendo 3DS version. So that's the reason why I stopped playing the Wii U Virtual Console. But anyway, let's go talk to this dude. Question mark, question mark, question mark. No response. We should get his attention. Wake up, you lazy bum! Kojiro? Why, normally only a nice guy like me came to tame you. Which means you must be a nice guy. Must be. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please. Deliver this to the old hag, the person. You're calling yourself a nice guy and calling the person a hag. Wow. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. We got the odd mushroom. Oh yeah. The location is marked with an upside down triangle. And we have a 3-minute time limit to get to where we need to go, so this is gonna be pretty interesting. I don't do well with time limits, so I'm gonna be a little bit stressed out during this, so this is gonna be pretty interesting. This is kind of the reason why I wanted to buy magic beans before starting the side quest, so that I could use them to write shortcuts across the overworld. The thing is, though, as I saw within the first eternity of the stream, I couldn't find any places that sold them, so that's gonna be pretty fun. Alright, a pony, the apple pony, whatever you want to call it. Move! 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 Okay. Well, you know, that's a really fun story. Something really neat about The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is you can actually name your horse in that game. And even though I do consider Twilight Princess my least favorite 3D Zelda game, okay, before I continue onward, I want to clarify. I do love Twilight Princess. I love Twilight Princess to bits. It is one of my favorite Wii games. It is amazing. I personally think the other 3D Zelda games have a bit more going for them than Twilight Princess does. So that's the reason why I say Twilight Princess is my least favorite 3D Zelda games. But, back to my story. What I really loved about Twilight Princess was the fact that you could name your horse, and I have a really fun story about this. Years before I met Pancake Garman, I had a tradition in Twilight Princess where I would name the horse Pancake, because Pancake was one of my favorite breakfast foods ever. And then I met Pancake Garman. And so it's a little bit weird now naming the horse Pancake. So during Breath of the Wild, I started naming I started naming the horse Waffles. I don't think I actually told Pancake Garman about the story. So next time I talk to him, I'm gonna have to tell him that. Or if anybody is in the chat right now, you can probably tell him anyway. I can't tell if anybody's in the chat right now because I'm not looking at the chat right now, and I'm very, very redundant about my commentary right now. Okay, so I believe the next place we're going to want to go to is around here. Inside this building. And let's talk to this lady. Sniff, sniff, sniff. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. That fool. He has to go into the forest, I see. Hey, give it to me now. Hello, Gregor Skimming. If you see that fool, give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this poultice will not work on a monster. You received a blah blah blah. You don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. Okay, Greek Grippers Gaming is saying something in the chat. You know it. Nope, nope, nope. Legend is better than 2013. Legend will always be the best Tomb Raider game. If I had to rank the Tomb Raider games that I played, I'd say Legend and Underworld would be my favorites, then the original for nostalgia purposes, and then 2013. Even though technically speaking, 2013 is technically a better game than the originals, I'm just nostalgia biased. And yeah. I've heard Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness is like the worst of the Tomb Raider series, and I haven't actually played that game yet. I have it, and I really want to try it out to see if it is as bad as everybody says. The thing is, though, I kind of don't want to tarnish my image of the Tomb Raider series because I've loved every Tomb Raider game I've played, and I don't really want to play a bad one. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. And for those of you who are just coming into the stream right now, one thing that I'd like to ask you guys is let me know what you guys think of the screen layout for this series. Normally my stream layout for Ocarina of Time is I have it displayed like this, where it's just one screen. This time around, I'm experimenting with a new format where I'm trying two screens at the same time, and I'm trying this because I want to test out my ability to do this for future 3DS Let's Plays. So let me know what you think of this layout, what I could do to adjust it, make it look better. Just let me know your thoughts in general about this. For tomorrow's Pokemon Yellow stream, we're not going to be using this, by the way, because Pokemon Yellow, the 3DS Virtual Console games, the bomb screen doesn't really look all that important. Isn't really all that important for the game and stuff like that, so I'm just going to have one screen playing during the Pokemon Yellow thing. Games Gaming says he heard Angel of Darkness sucks too, but he's never played it. Yeah. The thing about that game is, that game came out, but the game needed another year of development to be ready for the market. And the thing is, they rushed the development of that game, so it could be released alongside the second Tomb Raider movie, Cradle of Life. And the unfortunate thing is, both the projects got rushed so that they could be released at the same time, and they both suffered from it. I personally like the Cradle of Life movie because I'm Tomb Raider biased. And I'm weird like that, so it's kind of like a guilty pleasure movie kind of thing. But I've never played Angel of Darkness before. That guy isn't here anymore. Except for the Kokiri, people who come into the forest end up lost. They all become Stalfos. That's why he's not here anymore. Only his saw is left. Hehe. Because the Kokiri, they all become Stalfos. The medicine is made from forest mushrooms. Give it back! It's kind of disturbing that a cute little girl is holding a weapon like this. Are you going to become a one too? Okay, you're creepy. I'm leaving. It is a little disturbing that guy actually died. So, yeah, the Stalfos enemies that we've faced in this area, they're like people who wandered into Kokiri Forest and got lost and eventually died from it. Rating for everyone. Okay, so after we got this thing, okay, one thing that I want to say right now is, okay, I thought that was a weapon we could use, but it's apparently not. I must be thinking of something else later in the stream. Side quest thingy. Okay, I think I was getting saying something. Layout looks fine, but I recommend it. But I recommend the bottom title being not as stretched out as it is. Do you mean the logo for G8RStreams, Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D? I guess I could make that smaller. Okay, I'll try that next. I'll try that next. Can I edit that right now? I don't want to risk destroying my system. See if this will work. We can edit it in the middle of streaming. Okay, that's cool. This may not be centered perfectly. Let's try it like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Alright, thank you for the advice. We watched the Tomb Raider 2018 movie, and it was amazing, liked it, and what else did Peters? I really want to get that movie on Blu-ray. Like, this isn't even Tomb Raider bias. I legitimately strongly believe that Tomb Raider 2018, the movie, is one of the best movies that have come out this year. That's not that may be me being biased for Tomb Raider, but I just loved that movie. It was awesome. Okay, so next thing we need to go for. Okay, now Breaker was going to be saying make the title a little bigger. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. Make it a little bigger. Ah! That's way too big. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. It's a little hard to have this perfectly aligned. I have a wireless mouse and has a little bit of latency on it, so it's a little weird to get to work with. Maybe a little bit more left. Alright for moving the screen layouts while recording stuff. Hoorah! For a little bit of clarity, for the future Let's Play that I'm going to be doing with this screen layout, That bottom area with the Ocarina of Time 3D wording, things like that. Um, that's not going to be there during the Let's Play. That's going to be used for stuff like captions and things like that. And a few other things that I probably could talk about, but would spoil the Let's Play, so I'm not going to talk about it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The next place we're going to want to go towards is the Gerudo Desert that we were looking at the very beginning of the stream. Going back to the Tomb Raider movie real quick, I want to say something real quick. There's a channel that I usually like. They make honest trailers for movies. But they made one for the Tomb Raider movie, and it kind of legitimately angered me a little bit. Because they paired it together with the Pacific Rim movie. Like, they didn't give it its own video or anything like that, and it kind of frustrated me a little bit. I think they said that it was okay. They weren't the biggest fans of it. Which is fine, everybody has their own opinion, but my problem is they paired it with another movie, and they don't really do that often, and they kind of... And it left a very bad taste in my mouth. Alright, now we're inside the Gerudo Valley, the fan-favorite area of Ocarina of Time that I'm assuming, because a lot of people talk about this, and I don't actually know what the best part of the game is. Get back on the pony. Okay. Technically speaking, it could be considered easier to go across this area when we get the item in the next dungeon. But I'm going to be unnecessarily epic, because that's my goal in life. That is my destiny! Whee! I was all doing that. Right then, let's get downwards. Wait to say Navi. And yes, we know it. Okay. And let's talk to you. That saw, it's mine! But I don't have to that saw with my old lady. Oh well, my big round tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. You coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Good kid, thanks. I'm sorry, I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway. You traded the poacher's saw for a broken Goron sword. Visit Bigoron to get it repaired. Bigoron's location marked with an upside-down triangle. Alrighty then. I think this might be something we can use. No, it is not. Okay. Again, it must be thinking of something that happens a little bit later. Okay. Rigobus Gaming says that on his trailer, pairing with another movie was dumb. Two movies, nothing alike. Yeah, they weren't even the same type of movie or anything like that. They just paired up because they were apparently forgettable. It's like, how could you forget the Tomb Raider movie? That's like, that movie has the best ending ever! Okay. I really want to talk about that movie. I really want to talk more about the ending of that movie because I strongly believe it has one of the best endings ever. But I don't want to right now because I don't want to spoil anything because it's still a relatively new movie. I'll probably talk about it later down the line in a future stream. But yeah, it annoyed me that they paired up two movies that weren't even like it made sense when they paired up Cars and Cars 2 because they're sequels. But okay, enough about that. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Pokemon and how awesome Pokemon is. Because we're streaming that tomorrow, and I guess we can talk about that then, so instead let's talk about Zelda. I'm very scattered right now, I apologize. Okay, so the next place we're going to want to go towards... wait. Where do we need to go to next? I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay. Now you're saying if you do two movies, at least compare it to the old Tomb Raider movie, or Indiana Jones, which I assume Monster probably already did. I don't think they did Monster over Indiana Jones yet. They might have, I don't know. I don't remember where to go off the top of my head. Okay, well, let's head over towards Death Mountain to go talk to that one guy. Oh, wait, no, I know where to go next. Okay. Where do I want to... excuse me, folks, correct? Where do I want to go over towards Zora's domain so that we can go do stuff? Technically speaking, we could go to Death Mountain right now to go take care of the sword. But it'll make sense when we get there. Well, should I go to Death Mountain now? No, I'll just do it later. Okay, so, if I'm remembering correctly, The reason why we want to go to Zora's Domain instead of Death Mountain right now is because the Bigoron in Death Mountain is having some kind of problem with her eyes right now, so they need eye drops. So that's what this next portion of the side quest is going to be dedicated towards. And I really hope I'm doing this in the right order. Alright. Let's go over here. And let's head this way. Okay. That's not how you climb on that, but okay. You know what? That heart piece is bothering me. I'm going to try to figure out how to get to it. Alright, there. Is there anything up here? Okay. Can we climb on this fence? Ah! Stupid Dr. Rock. I let you live, and this is how you repay me? Die! Haha. Alright then. Destroy you. And destroy you. There we go. Okay, that took a bit longer than I cared to admit. Although you can see the entire thing right now, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, let's go over here. Alright, let's go this way. I know this isn't needed for the side quest right now, and I already said that I had no plans on doing this 100%. But that heart piece in the distance is driving me crazy, and I really want to grab it. Okay. Let's go this way. And jump! Oh, we can jump in a Zelda game! Kind of, not really. Okay, so... Okay. We'll figure out that heart piece someday. Someday, we'll take care of it. Just not today. And it's starting to snow. Ooh, spooky. What song do we need to play for this? Zelda's Lullaby. That's not the button I was pressed. Alright, what's the song? XYA, XYA, XYA. I said I've seen those backwards, cause I can read apparently. Okay, Figures Gaming saying Pokemon Yellow is better than Pokemon X, everything besides the graphics. I completely agree. Disagree. I completely disagree. I like Pokemon X better. Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones like movie. Pacific Rim, guys fighting in generic robot tech suits. I heard the first. Oh. I heard the first Pacific Rim movie was good, and there were a lot of people who liked that one. I don't know anything about Pacific Rim outside the fact that it's giant fighting robot things. I don't know much about the sequel. But yeah, let's go over here. And that area looks awesome in 3D. I know I've pointed this out plenty of times during the stream, but one thing that I really love to do when I have my 3DS capture card turned on is I like going back and forth with the 3D, turning the 3D on and off. On, off. Alright, and now Zora's Domain is completely frozen. Let it go, let it go. Sorry, I just really like that movie. Alright, yeah. It didn't unfreeze him. Well, this is great because I don't remember where I need to go to take care of that. We don't have fire arrows. This is very awkward. We need to talk to the Zora King to continue on with the side quest, but I don't remember. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. The thing we need is in the next Wait, is it? Wait, no. Is it? Oh, he sneezed! Okay, I'm gonna need to think for a moment, because I don't remember where we can get fire. I'm gonna explore the area behind the Zora King. I don't think the next mini dungeon has anything that'll help us with this. I'm gonna be wrong about that. It's been a while since I played this portion of the game. Pacific Rim looks like Transformers, but with people inside of the robots instead of robots. I blame Michael Bay for the similarity. Yep. Okay. I don't remember where we can get fire. What's in that cave over there? Alright, let's go here. Jump! 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 Yay! Oh, I didn't mean to come in here yet. Well, I guess we're taking care of the X cavern now. Alright then. We'll go as far as we can for getting the fire. We're not going to be completing this right now. I just want to get fire. Excuse me. Alright, so this is not the next main dungeon. This is only a mini dungeon, so it's going to be something interesting. You can think of it as like a shrine from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, how it doesn't really have a... where it's just like, kind of like one big puzzle and things like that. Excuse me. Okay. Well, it'd be better to attack them with a hammer. Okay, that seems to take care of them quicker. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh. Okay, we only have one heart left. I'm very nervous about this because there's some tough enemies in here. Okay, so we're gonna leave this place now. And we're gonna go about A's and Potions while we finish off that rest of that side quest. I think I may actually go on break for a few minutes in a moment. Do we have a teleportation song? That'll take us to the fire sanctuary. It's still a little ways away from the dungeon, the town. Well, this is embarrassing. Alright, let's go over here and try to get out of here without taking any damage. Or we could just fall in the water, because that's a great idea. Okay, there's something shiny in the distance over there. I want to go grab it real quick. Get out the thing! Get on the thing. There we go. Okay, okay. Okay, that's a heart piece, so we're gonna get our hearts refilled, so it won't be that big of a problem. I swear, if we die from this, that's not gonna make me. I'm not gonna be happy. I don't think we take damage from being in the ice, from being in the water, ice water thing. We only have one thing of heart left. Be careful. Be careful. Oh, come on! Get on the thing. Get on the stupid thingy. I just want to get the heart piece. Oh, come on! Just one of the harpies. Is that too much to ask? Okay, I did plus too far back, but I'm still pretty salty about that. Okay, so after we grab this harpies, we're gonna go on break for about 10 minutes or so. And off screen, I'm gonna go back into Kakariko Village to get the potions and stuff like that. And we're also gonna figure out how to unfreeze the Zoro King person thing. Alright, so sorry about that. We're gonna take a little break for a moment. So 10:50 right now. So at 11 o'clock or so, we're to continue onward. So I'll see you guys in a moment. And now we're back. Okay, so during the break I did a bit of research on the item we're looking for. The thing is, we do have to go into the Ice Cavern to beat it. There is a store in Kakariko Village where you can technically buy this item. It's 300 rupees. And our wallet isn't even big enough to even be able to hold that much. So we're just going to buy the red potion for now. And we're going to head back into the Ice Cavern and take care of that real quick. I also did research on the magic beans that I was trying to find at the beginning of the stream. And they kind of feel silly now because it's like the most obvious place ever. So yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed about that. But without further ado, let's go back into the Ice Cavern area. And I can't exactly jump cuts, so you're gonna have to watch me travel back all the way over there. Yay! Alright then. Was there anything to chat during the break? Least Pacific Rim. I can tell you that who is who in the robots compared to Transformers. Never seen Pacific Rim, and I am predicting this. I'm watching Transformers, so I can tell us who's up to this. Prime and Bumblebee. I don't even know who Bumblebee is. I don't like Transformers at all. Well, without further ado, let's go this way. So, yeah, the magic bean selling person, well, I think the magic bean person is somewhere on the path to Zora's Domain. And it just occurred to me that I spent all my rubies buying that magic potion. So, that's unfortunate. For those of you who missed the beginning of the stream, I spent like 10 minutes or so looking all across the place trying to find magic beans to set up with some shortcuts that I probably won't be able to use if I don't get enough rubies. I don't remember how much they cost anyway. I think you can only use the magic beans as a child though. You know what? No, we're not gonna do that. I was thinking about going back to the Temple of Time to turn into Child Link so we could set up the magic bean shortcuts, but nah, we already wasted enough time as it is. Let's just head over to the Ice Cavern. The magic bean, you have to be that little rock formation with the saw back there. That's where he would be in the Child Link timeline. So that's where you want to go if you're looking for them. You grow them in the past, and they'll be big and they'll be sprouted in the future. That's basically how it works. I think I don't actually use magic beans that much. Alright, so lullaby. Okay. The lava coming. If there's a waterfall, there's something behind it. Like, dude, I am so excited for Okami HD coming out on Switch. Because Okami really is one of the best RPGs out there. And the thing is, I've loved that game since way before Chuck Connery ever did his Let's Play of the game. And I'm really happy that he did his Let's Play because it kind of helps the Okami fanbase grow really big. Like, one of my friends, they're a big Okami fan, and they found out about the game because of Chuck Connery. And that's one thing that I really like about that game. That's one thing that I really like about him because he really has this influence on people, you know, where he can really convince people to check out a lesser known game, which is why I'm kind of hoping that his next Let's Play, even though I think I know what it is, I really hope his next Let's Play is a lesser known game so that more people could try it out. That is one thing that I was trying to do with Earthbound, because Earthbound isn't really that big of a... Earthbound does have its dedicated fan base, but it's not the biggest in the world. So that's one thing that I was trying to do with my Let's Play that game. I do have one project in mind that I'm hoping to be able to use to convince people to try out the game. I don't want to spoil it right now because it's still a little ways down the line. But yeah, it's something that's pretty worth mentioning. Excuse me, stupid icicle. You want to remember this later, by the way, this red icicle thing. I do love how this area looks in 3D. But anyway, going back inside this area, let's destroy these guys with the hammer. Excuse me. Very rude of you, good sir. Stop it. These guys do a lot of damage. And the sword doesn't hurt them. Can the hooks hurt them? Ah! Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Okie dokie. Whew, that was a scary experience. Come back here, face me like a man! Face me like a manly man! Or, excuse me. That is not facing me like a manly man, good sir, or madam. Where is he? Get back here. Come on. Get back here. Get back here. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Be destroyed. Thank you! Wow! It took way longer than I wanted. Ouch. What do you say? You're just not doing anything. Alright. That was a bit of a weird experience. Stop it. Confused Gaming says, I'm not surprised you never heard of Bumblebee, as he is the main Transformers. I am surprised you have never heard Bumblebee, as he is the main Transformers in the movie and one of the mains in the animated series. He's the yellow one. He is up there with the leader of Optimus Prime. The thing is, the only experience I've ever had with Transformers was watching the first movie when I was a kid. I didn't like it. I didn't really like it that much. I fell asleep when I tried watching it, and I just couldn't ever finish it. And the thing is, this one kid in my neighborhood, he wasn't exactly the nicest person ever, and he was a big Transformers fan, so I kind of ignored the series because of him. So, yeah. That's a bit of a fun story. I'm sure Transformers is fun and all. I'm just not one. I just can't get into it. Where's the other rupee? This right here works like a 8-red coin puzzle from Mario, where there are 5 silver rupees around this area that we need to go collect. Is there one over there? No, it's just go slow. Where's the other rupee? Oh, let's destroy that guy, man. Die! Oh, you have a metal thing. Okay, well, let's go grab that. Oh, I see where it is. Aha! Hooray for using my eyeballs to see things. Alright, let's grab this. You destroyed the ghost Coachella. Oh boy. Alright then, so let's go this way. I probably should have gotten more empty bottles before coming into this place. Yeah, because that might be useful for things coming up. But the thing is, like I said plenty times before, this is not a 100% playthrough of this game. This is for fun, and I don't really feel like going for other empty bottles. If I wanted a real challenge, I could probably do like a 3-heart run of this game, but I kind of don't want to. The funny thing about 3-heart runs is, my favorite Zelda game for the longest time before Breath of the Wild was Link's Awakening, and when I first heard of a 3-heart run, I was like, okay, I can definitely do that for Link's Awakening. The thing is, Link's Awakening is like one of the only Zelda games where it's completely impossible to do a 3-heart run of that game, because you can't leave the dungeon without picking up a heart container. That's something that kind of disappoints me. Yep, stop it. Stupid gravity. No, you need to die. Be destroyed. Wow, the frame rate in this area is awful. Wow. I think Hyrule Warriors Legends bad. Okay. I guess. Let's destroy the bat in this area. Or the keys, excuse me. The surface of them. Be destroyed. There we go, okay. I didn't need those thinking pistons for this. Ah! Okay. We did it. And this right here is the reason why we want to come into this place. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something, but how could you carry it? Oh, we do have two empty bottles, okay. Okay, this is bothering me how this is organized. Okay, I'm gonna spend a moment reorganizing this real quick. Okay, we can't use these. Okay, there we go. That's good. Except not because I wanted to use this thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Where's Coming says Michael. All I've seen is the first animated series, a few of the episodes of the original, the first two Michael Bay movies. The Michael Bay movies were all awful compared to the animated series, while the first Transformers movie by Michael Bay was okay. Two is later stuff though. Animated series, Transformers series I saw was Transformers Animated, which aired around the time the first Michael Bay film on Cartoon Network. Excuse me, can't read apparently. Alright, so the thing about this is, because we only have like 2 empty bottles, we're gonna have to be careful with these. And we're gonna be doing a bit of backtracking. I won't go for every single of these red things. I probably would if I let's play this game, but this is just a fun casual stream. What could it be? 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 You got the thing! Hey Link, are you getting tired? I want to take a break for. Sorry for Navi. Alright, so now that we got that, do I want to use my potion on this? Yeah, we're gonna grab 2. We're gonna use the other red potion. We didn't need it, but yeah. The only reason why I went back and got that potion was because I was nervous about this place, but this place is a bit easier than I remember it being. Alright, so now that we got 2 of those things, let's backtrack a little bit and destroy all the red ice that stands in our path. Dun dun dun. Alright then. Ah! Aim with me! Aim with me! Aim with me! Die! 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 Aha! We destroyed you. Alright then, let's go this way. Alright, we destroyed that. Yay! Okay, there's not really much to talk about right now, so, yeah, there's not really much to talk about in terms of the game right now, so one thing I want to talk about is, Super Smash Brothers real quick, because, dude, I am so excited for Smash Brothers Ultimate. Like, I was playing Smash Brothers Brawl earlier today to kind of relearn how to play with Snake, because I'm just so excited for Snake to return to Smash Brothers Ultimate. I don't think I've ever said this on a video before, but my 3 favorite characters in Smash Brothers Brawl were Zelda, Snake, and what was the other one? I think the other one was Ness. But yeah, those are my favorite characters in Brawl, but Snake was the character that I probably used the most often. And I'm really excited for him to return because I think he was one of the more unique characters in that game. As it is, it's kind of weird having him in the game in general because he comes from an M-rated series. But they made him work anyway, and it was pretty cool. I think right now, Cloud is probably... No, not Cloud. Yeah, well, Cloud would be one of my favorite characters in Smash 4. Shulk is my main in that game. Zelda's a virtual second, and my 3DS battery's almost dead. But yeah, I'm really excited that every single character in Smash is going to be in Ultimate. That's just really cool. And one thing that is really mind-blowing, think about this for a moment. Cloud and Snake, two characters who are very well known during the PlayStation era. They were they came from some of the biggest games on the PlayStation, and they're both going to be in Smash Brothers. That is really mind-blowing. You know what would be even more mind-blowing is if they were able to have Lara Croft in the game, because, first of all, I'm just waifu biased because I love Lara Croft. But, yeah, just having Snake, Cloud, and Lara Croft all appearing in Smash Brothers would be really cool. Probably won't happen, though, because, yeah, probably won't really happen that much, because Tomb Raider isn't really all that known as a Nintendo series, although at the same time, Final Fantasy wasn't really all that well known either, at least nowadays. And I think I messed up this puzzle. Alright, so, well, thankfully we can reset this by pushing this off the cliff, and the thing will go back to normal. So we can just move this. It's not that big of a problem. Greg was coming says, of the Transformers animated shows, one of your favorites is Starscream. As he's one of the bad guys, he betrays Megatron, he's a leader of the bad guys, by blowing him up with a stick grenade. Okay, that's cool. We had a discussion on game about what new characters we want in Smash Brothers. Um, so, yeah, for people out there watching the stream, you can check that out if you want. That was a pretty fun recording. I think I kind of triggered Pan Carmen a little bit during that stream when I was going on about my little rant about why I think Tokyo Mirage deserves to be in Smash Brothers. For those of you out there who don't know, he didn't really like that game that much. I can kind of understand why, but at the same time, he likes Paper Mario Sticker Star, so I don't know why he can hate. I don't know. It's really weird. It's a very weird thing. But yeah, I understand not everybody liked that game, but I think Tokyo Mirage really does deserve another chance on Nintendo Switch, and I also believe that Tsubasa would be a really awesome character for the game, because there weren't really a whole lot of spear fighters in the series. And now we're going to be grabbing the final Silver Ruby. Oh yeah. Where's the exit place? I think it's over there. Okay, I'm going to grab the some blue flames real quick. I don't remember how many of these blue flames we're going to need to complete the place, so I'm just going to grab as many as we possibly can. Okay, it's over here. Thankfully, the ice physics in this game aren't too terrible. Like Gaming says in the first episode, then he becomes the leader of the bad guys, but gets dethroned by Megatron in the season 1 finale. Starscream is more of a committee bad guy who just wants to be the leader. The last two comments are supposed to be read together. Okay. Sorry, I can't really talk much about Transformers because I don't know much about it, and I'm honestly not that big of a fan of it. Like, if you like it, that's fine. I just can't get into Transformers that much. I think I did watch this one thing that was pretty funny about Transformers. There's a series I like to watch occasionally called Death Battle, where they take two characters and have them fight and stuff like that. I think one of the episodes had Starscream fighting somebody from My Little Pony, and that was actually a pretty funny episode. I don't know much about either series, but yeah, it was pretty fun. And I think I'm lost. What do I do next? I see where they're going with this. Right, move that over here. I think that's what we need to do. Maybe, hopefully. No, not exactly. Okay, if do try moving across this area. And let's move that this way. Ah! Oh, okay. I thought I had the right mindset, but I apparently don't. Okay, we might be here for a little while. I'll move the block against that. Okay, that should be good. Google Gaming says, like, I do not know that much about Transformers besides the anime series, as I watched it as a kid. Okay. That's still not the right place, though. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to... What do we need to do? Okay, this might take a little while. I'm sure people out there who have played Ocarina Time are probably cringing at the gameplay right now, because they probably already figured it out already. Alright. We want to get the block over there so that we can climb out of here. Yep, I'm completely confused. This is great commentary, isn't it? Okay, let's reset the puzzle real quick. Start from scratch. Alright. Pushing against this won't work, because then we can only really push it off the cliff at that point. Try over here. What can we do? Move that over here. That doesn't exactly help, though. Let's try it anyway. See where this can take us. Creepers Gaming says, name an animated show that you watched that seems like no one ever watched or no one talks about. That's a good question. I don't worry. When I was a kid, most of the shows I liked were from obscure parents, for our parents. I liked the Jimmy Neutron for a little bit, but then it got really weird over time, so I kind of stopped liking it. What's another one? I do know this one show that I do like right now. It's called Ruby. It's on YouTube. I guess that kind of counts, but now that show does have a pretty big fan base out there, so it's not exactly like nobody ever talks about it or anything like that. I don't really know anything that I like that nobody ever seems to watch. Mostly things I like that nobody watches are like video games. Like nobody ever talks about Ocarina Assassins, but I love that game. So I guess one thing that does kind of count because Ocarina Assassins has an anime art style, so it's one thing that can count. But then there's that whole debate of does anime count as a Does anime count as a cartoon or anything like that? I don't know. He was giving says Jimmy Neutron was a great show. More thinking of shows he grew up with, and not airing now. Okay. What do we do with here? Do we a bomb? Well, one show that I really did like as a kid was the Amanda Show. That one was pretty funny. It was kind of like a parody of a TV reality show thing. And it was pretty funny. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember liking it. Okay, this is confusing me. What do we do here? That's at the door! I thought they had to break it or something. Okay, we have wolf wolves right here. These are kind of tough enemies. But luckily we can deal with them easily because we're awesome. If this was Majora's Mask, I'd have a way of fighting them and to be much more unnecessary epic. I really do love how this cavern looks anyway. It just looks really cool. Aha, you're destroyed. Yes! Yes! We're on top of the treasure chest! Yes! Okay! We did it! That's my #1 goal with every Zelda project I do, and we did it! Mission accomplished. We don't have to do this game anymore. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. I'm just kidding. We're continuing onward. Alright. Man, I'm so happy that happened because, like, that's my #1 goal for every Zelda project I do. And it made me so depressed that I couldn't do this with Skyward Sword. And I'm happy that we made it happen here. I'm just so happy right now. We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice was created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the evil. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move, like a river's flow, it never ends. A childless mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. You learn the serenade of water. Link, I'll see you again. Alright, so I'm going to backtrack for a moment so we can get some more blue ice thingies. I don't know if there's any more at the end of the dungeon. There might be. I don't know. That's at the bottom of it first. There we go, okay. That's better now. Okay, Okay, Grip is Giving says, when he first mentioned Ruby to me years ago, I thought he was going to talk about Pokemon Ruby. Man, a Pokemon Ruby crossover would actually be pretty cool. Like, having a bunch of like using the Pokeballs to capture Grim. Oh my god, that would be amazing. This will never happen, but that would legitimately be really cool. Alright, what else did you say? Goodbye and see you for the next stream tomorrow. I barely remember the minute show. All I remember was the episode where someone was a pill and the crazy fan lady. I always felt the end of the show. Yeah, that's pretty funny. There's this one segment that I really liked. It's called "Do You Want to Win $5?" It was a parody of "Do You Want to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?" And my favorite part of this one was this hillbilly character was on there, and I can remember this string of I can remember this conversation perfectly. They're doing a lightning round where they're asking a bunch of questions, and I can remember it perfectly. It was like, name any color. 7. Name any number. Andrew Johnson. What's up to the hot? Way hot. How do you spell paper? R-A-D-I-O. What's 5 plus 3? Australia. What planet do you live on? False. What's the matter with you? So many things. Yeah, good old children's shows. Let's go here. Open the door. That doesn't look like anything like a door. Okay, now this right here. This is arguably the best change of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Not Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time 3D. The water boots were originally going to be the water boots in the original version of this game. You had to go into the gear menu to equip them all the time. In this game, however, they followed the footsteps of they followed the footsteps of the Twilight Princess game. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called for a moment. But yeah, Twilight Princess made the water boots an equipable item. We're going to see why this is the best change in Ocarina of Time 3D when we get into the next dungeon. People who play this game already should already know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Victor Beginning says, what's wrong with you? So many things. My sister and I go back and forth with that conversation a lot. It's pretty funny. But now we have the blue fire thingy. So we can finally save the Zora King and finish off the Ice Cavern side quest. Not Ice Cavern side quest, the Biggeron Sword side quest thingy. Yeah. Man, I probably should have done a bit more research before starting the stream. Because if I'd known that we would have had to have completed the Ice Cavern before finishing the side quest, I would have done that first, and then the Biggeron Sword side quest. But hey, now I know for a future Let's Play. If I ever do Let's Play this game, which I won't make any guarantees right now because I haven't beat this game yet. Alright then. So, now that we've taken care of that, get back on the thing. There we go. Let's talk to you. I've come back to life! Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. Looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. And now we have the final tunic in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the Zora tunic. With this, we will now be able to survive underwater forever. And now we're blue. Yay, the best color. We're in the water temple. Okay. I don't remember what to do next. What do we do next for the Grand Sword side quest? Okay, I'm a little bit confused right now. I think we have to go to the Death Mountain first. While we go over there, I can read the chat real quick. Quickly was asking if I ever watched Drake and Joss. It's one of Nick's best rare shows. That's live action show. I didn't really watch a whole lot of the live action Nickelodeon shows. In my mind, when I was a kid, it was kind of weird. Whenever I watched something live action, it was usually an educational show, like Mythbusters or something like that. I didn't really watch a whole lot of live action stuff. There we go. We got the Brother of Fire. Now that I'm thinking about it, the only live-action kid show I ever really watched was Wizard's Waverly Place on Disney Channel. So, yeah, that's some useless knowledge. The blue tunic cannot protect you in the volcano, so if you come back here, you're going to want to re-equip it. So just keep that in mind. The reason we're back here is because I think we need to trigger something here before going to talk to the Zora King. Again, I didn't really do a whole lot of research on the side quests. I do have notes with me right now, but it's just like very basic stuff, so I'm still experiencing this for the first time, kind of, except I did this on the Wii Virtual Console version, so I know what I'm talking about right now. But anyway, let's go over here, and somewhere around here. Yep, there he is. My brother opened a new store. It's Medigoron's Blade Store. However, I am better at making blades. Italian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. Alright, buddy, fix me the sword. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are 5 eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go see King Zora. Please forget my eye drops. And now we have a prescription thingy. The thing I really want to know is, look how big this guy is. He's like twice as big as Vavagia was in the Fire Temple. Why didn't he just destroy Vavagia? Like, it seems like it would have been a lot easier to just send him into the Fire Temple than me, but, whatever. LRYYX. We're gonna teleport over to like Highway real quick so that we can quickly go over towards Zora's domain without having to do a bunch of backtracking. Ew, backtracking. Yuck. Oh. And it's raining. Yay! Technically speaking, we could go into the next dungeon right now, but I really want to complete the side quest before we go in there. As it is, we're probably going to end the stream after this side quest is over because it's a little late right now, and we're about, I'd say, 70% done with the side quest right now. So I just want to take care of this real quick. There's a fishing hole over there that you can do, but that you can take care of. But as a reminder, this is not a 100% run. This is not 100% playthrough of Ocarina time. Do we still have the fire thing? No, we don't. Can we use the hammer? Oh, this is fun. I knew to go get 2 things of the fire. I knew it, and I didn't listen to me. Well, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think we could actually use the blue fire on that ice anyway, because I think we need to do a little bit further into the game before we take care of that. So I think it doesn't really matter that much anyway. I'm just dumb. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to use the opponent song to call the pony. Alright, what's the opponent song again? Drink and Draw, along with iCarly, were my favorite live-action Nick shows, and were the only 2 live-action shows I watched. I have seen a few episodes of the other live-action Nick shows, but they range from slightly better than okay to terrible. Where's my horse? There it is. Oh. Were you just walking into the wall? Okay. But yeah, we're gonna have to go back to Zora's domain the long way. Okay, so this is all stuff we've seen before, so I go over here. I'm going to talk a little bit about my plans for tomorrow's Pokemon Yellow stream. Basically, if you missed the beginning of the stream, this is my mindset right now. Pokemon Yellow was something that I did kind of like when I first tried it out, but I had a couple problems with it, and I never got around to finishing it. But I figured that because Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is coming out at the end of the year, I figured now would be a good time to go back and play through that game again. And I was thinking it'd be pretty fun to try it out with viewers. So that's my current mindset. And one thing that I'm thinking about doing is making it kind of like a viewer-driven experience, where having viewers help me out with advice on what Pokemon to go capture on a route, things like that. And I'm also thinking about maybe letting my viewers vote on the name for the rival. I'm not sure about that though, because I think that might end kind of badly. I don't know. I'll probably post something on Twitter about that after the stream is over. I think during my original Pokemon Yellow playthrough, I got 3 of the badges in that game, but then kind of stopped playing after a bit. Now they can go away. Greg was Gaming says, "Hi Carly, I started watching midway through season 1. We're still airing new episodes up to the last seasons. I enjoyed the show quite a bit, with the exception of the last few episodes." I think a friend of mine in school liked iCarly, but I don't know much about that show. Like I said already, the only live action kid show I ever rewatched when I was a kid was Wizard's Waverly Place. Even then, I don't remember much about it. That still looks awesome in 3D. It's such a pretty game. Okay, now we can continue on our progress through the Biggoron Sword side quest thingamajigger. Alrighty then. Well, let's go over here. And now we can talk to this guy. "Oh, this is, well, eye drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the Lakeside Laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil?" Okay, so this right here is a little bit tricky because we're pretty much going to have to go all the way back to where we were a moment ago at the Lake Hylia. If we could take it to Lakeside Laboratory, march to the upside down triangle. Yeah, we only have 3 minutes to get over there. And the thing is, we can't use our warp song or anything like that to do this, because I don't exactly remember what happens if you do that. But I don't want to I don't want to do it right here because we already did too much backtracking already, and I don't really feel like it. So yeah, we're going to be having to go back over there. It's going to be a little bit time consuming. It's not too bad. I already know how to get there, but yeah, you can't use a warp song because I think what happens is the item will spoil. So you have to go there the long way. Okay, it's taking a little while. This might not be the best route. Alright, let's stay to the left, and we'll be okay. Let's go over here. Okay, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Gary Cooper's Disney Channel was never good. Gary Cooper's Gaming. Yeah. The thing is, I love Disney, but Wizard's Waverly Place was like the only show I actually liked on Disney Channel. I don't really watch a lot of TV when I was a kid. I was more a video game person. Alright. Oh. Whip. 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 And we can do this. I believe in us. We want to go this way. Come on, come on. Okay, it's right there. It's right there. Come on, let's do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Yeah, we have enough time. We'll be okay. Okay. Now that we've taken care of that, let's go inside this building and talk to the old scientist dude. Blah, blah, blah. Oh wow! I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Source Domain first over! These eyeballs are so delicious, tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Woohoo! Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Sora, but these are for making bigger on his eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Here it is. Medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it. Excuse me, I can't read apparently. So it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. Back to the Hyrule Field. Amateur squeaks. Okay, we have 4 minutes to do this. And this was the point where I wanted to use magic beans, but the unfortunate thing is, like I said earlier, it's a little bit time consuming to set up, so my mindset is, if we don't do this on our first try, then we will go ahead and get the magic beans and set up that way. So, yeah, this is a bit time consuming. You only have 4 minutes, so you only have 4 minutes to go to Death Mountain, and just like the previous thing, we can't use any of our warping songs or anything like that to get there. So we gotta be quick about this. I don't know if there's anything like this in Breath of the Wild. I don't think there is, but I'm kind of glad there isn't, because trying to do something like this on a big open world like that wouldn't really be all that fun. Breath of the Wild does have some really great side quests, I will say that. Like, it probably has some of the strongest side quests in any Zelda game I've played. Of course, there's this one in Majora's Mask that will always remain my favorite, and I always really love the trading side quest in Link's Awakening. But this one in particular, Majora's Mask, will always remain my favorite. Anybody who's played that game should know which one I'm talking about. I won't spoil it here because it's really best experienced blind. So I won't spoil the side quests or anything like that. It really is amazing just how great Breath of the Wild is. Like, I know I've praised that game to endlessly on my channel before, but they made a Zelda game play like Xenoblade, and that is amazing, because Xenoblade is one of the best RPGs out there, and Zelda is the best video game franchise ever, in my opinion, so that means it's correct. I'm just kidding. I don't think that way. Alright. Around here or so would have been where we would have placed the... Around here is where we would have placed the magic bean. Okay, I'm getting really nervous because we're getting low on time. Excuse me. Okay, something funny was that during the break when I was trying to get over to Kakariko Village, something pretty funny that happened was that I jumped off the thing, and I jumped off that cliff up there, and a boulder landed on my head. It was pretty funny. Okay, we only have 2 minutes to do this. I think we can do this. We'll be okay. If we had the bunny hood from Majora's Mask, we could get through here quicker. Unfortunately, this isn't Majora's Mask. Okay, I want to use my hook shot to kind of make a little shortcut. We can't use the hook shot on that. Well, of course we can. Why would we be able to do that? That would be convenient, and we can't have that in this game. Okay, you know what? These guys are bothering me. Let's destroy these guys with arrows so we don't fall off. Okay. I was very nervous right there because I didn't want my... Because it's a bit hard to do motion controls with my 3DS capture card. Because I have like a billion wires connected to it right now. And we made it! We made it with a minute to spare. I'm really happy. Alright then, let's go talk to you. Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Just wait patiently. Bigger sword. You got a clink check for you. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. Those boots look like they weigh a ton. If you wear those boots, maybe we'll just shut up, Navi. I got zoomed into Link's speed when he said that. I don't know if that's something that always happens, but that's pretty funny. But we want to now. You could wait a while, but I'm going to use the Sun Song to speed up time. Y-R-A, 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 Y-R-A. People beginning says Disney is good, but Disney Channel is awful. I love all the animated shows, Disney animated classics, but none of what Disney made, with maybe one or two exceptions. Yeah, Disney Channel was kind of obnoxious when I was a kid. Like, one thing that I really could not stand was the narrator for the Disney Channel commercials. I don't know why. Something about his voice always annoyed me. Alright. Are you done? Excuse me. I'm trying to save the world here, buddy. And you're taking your sweet time repairing your sword. I think it'll take 3 days or something like that to fix this. Alright. It's just taking an eternity. Come on, hurry up. Move faster, okay? Okay, is it done yet? Okay. Almost there. Hopefully, maybe. One thing that I really do appreciate about the side quest is even if the warp things don't work during special events, I do appreciate the fact that they made it so that you can use the Song of Time, the Sun Song, to get through quickly. I made this trade for claim check. Oh, okay. There we go. This sword is my finest work. You hand in the claim check and got the Bigeron sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. And we now have one of the most powerful swords in the entire game. The thing is, there is a sword kind of like this earlier in the game. Not early in the game. I believe there is a place where you could get a sword similar to this, but the thing is, it breaks all the time, so it's not really that worth it. This sword, however, is really powerful. It's a two-handed sword, unfortunately, so you can't use your shield with it, but this sword is definitely worth picking up before you go into the next dungeon. Mirror's Gaming says High School Musical. I thought it was okay, but not great. But I gotta say, Hannah Montana looked awful. Looked very awful. Did not know why it was so popular back then. I do believe the musical to High School Musical topped the movie a lot. I think I watched High School Musical once, and I don't remember anything from it. And yeah, I really did not like Hannah Montana. It was very annoying. But now we have everything we need to go into the next dungeon. We have the big round sword, we have our blue tunic, we have the iron boots. And there's one more thing that I want to do before we end off the stream. Okay, there is a glitch in the Nintendo 64 version, and I really want to see if it's still possible here. Whew, okay, this will be a lot easier to do in this version. Oh, no, back. Not yet. I really want to do this glitch. I really want to see if it's still possible. No, come on. I really want to do this. Oh, leave. Leave the temple. I really want to see if it's still possible. It's like one of the best glitches ever. Okay, it kind of worked right there. Oh. Okay. I've never been good at doing this glitch. Basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to break the boundaries right here. We're trying to glitch into the rock right here. Okay. Okay, I'm getting tired. I'm getting really tired right now, and I'm hungry. So, I'm going to stream off right here. Next stream is probably the one that most of you Zelda fans out there have been waiting for. We're going to play the Water Temple next time. And I think you know what that means. The Water Temple is probably the most famous dungeon in Ocarina of Time, for reasons we'll get into next time. But thank you all so much for watching this G8R stream for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Tomorrow, we're to begin a new streaming series for Pokemon Yellow. This will be a very viewer-driven experience. You guys are going to be hopefully helping me out a lot throughout this game. You're going to help pick out my Pokemon team members, probably name my rivals if I want that to happen. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to begin our Pokemon Yellow stream, and tomorrow we're also going to be announcing Let's Play number 23, which will begin, which episode 1 will be uploaded the day after. Somewhere Down the World will begin on Saturday. Somewhere Else Video Land will begin on Sunday. So yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to. Hope you're looking forward to it all. And next time, we'll be here to you. Oh yeah.